Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which you well, and salutations to the hopeful elect out there, Emmanuel Akim, to Sadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. I'm the priest Shaman, and this week, quick GMS to the point. It's going to be inspired by the book of Ecclesiasticus, the 5th chapter and the 7th verse. And I'm going to entitle this one, This Truth First. This Truth First. It's simple, the inspiration for the show comes to the fact that, this is a recurring topic. It's like beating a dead horse, but yet the spirit constantly has it come up. And it's the topic of doing this work first and foremost. And whatever, your fleshly desire is, or your daily obligations, if it interferes with the truth to the point that you're neglecting this truth, then you got to pray to the Lord, you got to fast or something, but you got to make sure that this thing comes first. But without further ado, let me jump into the scripture. Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7, it says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day." Yeah, because that day to day could turn from weeks to weeks, and the next thing you know, months have passed, and you didn't contribute. And the reason I have this picture above, that by Felicia for the movie Friday. If you haven't seen the movie Friday, then we're gonna have to check your genealogy. Fucking around. But yeah, pretty much this bitch would just pop up and be completely annoying to Craig and shit. I forgot Chris Tucker's character's name, Smokey. Yeah, and they'll hit her with the bye Felicia. And that's kind of what you gotta do to that demon. That procrastination demon. Whether it's when you're trying to get inspired to do a lesson. And all types of demons start to hit, man. You might not be tired, but it's time to do a lesson. Now you're extra tired. You want to do a lesson. You wasn't thinking about pussy. Now you're definitely thinking about pussy. You're extremely horny. You want to kill something. Your friends want to hang with you. Your favorite TV show. YouTube is a different procrastination. Brothers shouldn't have social media, but Instagram and all these things could definitely be. And that's when you gotta hit that fucking demon with the bar Felicia and put together your lesson. Whether it's an impromptu, there's tons of shit going on over there in the Middle East and stuff back here in the United States that we could constantly do lessons on, and also breaking down scriptures. So it's just no excuse, honestly. It's absolutely no excuse. This thing has become way too easy to do, and there's so much things to edify on. So that's why this truth is entitled This Truth. The truth first. That's why this lesson is entitled Truth First. Some way, somehow, you got to make time for this. Second part of the verse, "And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance." And that happens time and time again. Motherfuckers get comfortable so you don't see them anymore. I don't even know of ITRs out there, but I know Asher Carr's offshoot, Asher Carr, aka the shit demon. That whole bandwagon of niggas, they were not consistent, and that holds true for all the scoffers, really. The prophets of the Lord, the apostles, elders, brothers that remain in the circle, we have a constant state of diligence, a constant state of putting lessons together. And the ones that fall away to the wayside, they have the complete opposite of taking high-end hiatuses. Well, what about Karazazak out there in Florida, These guys take these long-ass breaks from, putting off the day to go out there and teach and contribute, put together these lessons, and next thing you know, they're in the abyss. That same hole that King Leonidas kicked that Persian down on. That's scene. This is Sparta. Kicked him down into the motherfucking abyss, man. And that's what the Lord does. It's a scary thing, and it's nothing to take light of, and no one's exempt. So I'm going to read that again. I'm going to jump to the next scripture. I'm going to close with this to the point. Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day." And like I said, it could build up, man. It could build up. That day could turn to weeks and then to months. And wait a minute, the minimum here at Great Millstone, the standard is 3 shows a week. So you got to find time one way or another. "For surely shall the wrath of the Lord come come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And I'm gonna close out with this scripture right here. Again, this is just another, it was a quick to the point. This is Matthew 6:22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. And man, balance is just the key to this thing, man. Just walk a tightrope, because of course you can't be in the Bible 24/7, right? Because as we would like to be, connected to the Lord, but that would just be over righteous, because you're not fully in the spirit, you're in the flesh, and there's certain things, your fleshly desires, you might balance it out with a little downtime for yourself. Nothing wrong with that, and that's just really the overall thing, really, is just to have that balance. You know what I'm saying? But primarily, what you want to do is you don't want to be too into the world, to the point that your eyes, or your thoughts, your mind is set on multiple things. You're putting your heart and mind and soul in multiple things that tend to deviate and distract you. And instead of saying bye, Felicia, you said hi, Felicia, and that fucking distraction or reason to procrastinate just grows and grows and grows. All right, so hey, with that, keep our minds single, keep our eyes single in this truth, man. The time of the end is very much approaching. And there's, always time to put together lessons and make time. Gotta make time for these shows, no matter what. With that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakakodash, double honor, so the elders and great millstone with you well. A salutation to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.